What's up, y'all? It's Quincy from That Good Shit, and I am here in Prospect Park with
Niontay.
Niontay. How you feeling? What's going on? How's your day?
I'm cool, man. How you doing?
I'm good. We're like sun's kind of coming out a little bit, chilling in front of the boathouse, looking at the like little pond that we got going on here. It's like really scenic landscape.
Yeah, my nigga Sam finna skip some rocks. We banking on it.
Yo, bro, you consider yourself like a rock skipper? You ever skip rocks before?
I had my time, but I'm not nice with that shit.
Okay.
I can get a good four. That's why I don't believe Sam. We talking about 15. There's no way this nigga skipping a rock 15
Yeah,
times.
nah. He said 15. I don't believe that shit at all.
Nah, I'm not. I'm not a rock skipper though.
All right. No, that's real. I don't think I've skipped rocks before. I wasn't really around a lot of like still ponds like that. So I definitely can't hit 15, but I don't know. I think he's lying.
You can slick skip rock on concrete. It's just not the same. Like,
You're just throwing rocks on the ground at that point.
but it's an art to it though. It's like you can skip them slick. When you ain't got shit else to do, you can skip rocks on concrete. I'm telling you.
Again, you just throw shit on the ground at that point.
It might be, but shit. The imagination is a motherfucker.
Transitioning into the music side. Enough about the rock skipper.
Yeah, for sure.
What's it called? I think the last time I saw you was at the 10K Christmas party at Public Records, and you were like performing a couple songs off the new album live, like kind of like one of the first times you done it. I remember that performance a lot because like I took like a voice memo of the John and I kept like replaying it over and over and over. So like you play Mumble Man.
So niggas be leaking shit, bro. You trying
Nah,
to
bro.
leak my
I
shit?
was I wasn't leaking it. I wasn't
Snippet of
leaking
my
it. Nah, I
shit.
wasn't. Nah, if you saw it on YouTube, hey, my fault. But look, I was just telling like my roommate, like, what do you say? I'll shit you get from surgery. I certainly don't know a surgeon. That shit, like, I had that shit like when I heard it for the first time, I like already knew all the words. But I was like, I wanted to start off with Mumble Man and that song, the first single that you released. How do you feel about the song? What was going into the song? Tell me a little bit about it.
I fuck with this song. It was a fun song to make for real. Ain't too much thought going into it. And I actually was a bit fried making this song, if you can't tell. But it's a bit. I was just talking to the homie Andre about this shit. It's a bit satirical,
Yeah.
satirical song, if I say so myself.
Mm.
But it's low key one of my favorite songs on the tape. One of them. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
The producers on the track, Garcon 2K, Nephew Hesh, kind of killed it on the loop. What was like the first thing you thought when you heard the beat, when you heard the loop for the first time?
Initially, I had the beat for like 2 months prior. Like the homie nephew Hesh had just sent me a pack of beats. And I mean, subconsciously, I paid attention to it obviously because it was in my notes. But I was just going through notes one day looking for beats, and I clicked on that shit, and I heard the dun and the piano, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I just started listening to it. And sometimes I just hum like everybody else. I just hum some. The first thing I came up, she got a head like a dang, got a head that like nigga RP truck. I kid you not. So I just punched it
Yeah,
in
right.
right then and there. Punched that shit in.
And
And then I just started punching in the rest of the song. For real, I ain't write most of that.
yeah,
I ain't write most of that. Yeah.
no, that shit is fire, and it feels like organic, and just like mumble rap is kind of like wild. I feel like it's like wildly misunderstood, just like the art and the complexity of it, and just like how you can make something like truly beautiful, even though people might say that you're mumbling. And so you calling it Mumble Man, it played into like the satirical like camp side of it, but then also just like the true artist side of it too.
Yeah, and half the time, man, in my opinion, I speak very clearly. Half the time, so I just speak a little monotone, and then depending on how much weed I smoke, what I did throughout the day, my mouth might not move too much when I rap. You know what I'm saying? So you might get a little song like this, but you know what I'm saying though, just listen, fuck niggas. You feel me?
I feel that, like I said, for all the low speakers out there, for all the mumblers out there, like, I just want to say, on behalf of us, like, we feel very heard when we listen to you rap.
That's what I do this shit for. See how I'm talking right now?
Yeah.
It's just me. You feel me? Brody over there tweaking.
Hey, we just talk low because we like that.
Like, I'm not finna strain my vocal cords trying to get you to understand a bar. It's like, and then I put lyrics on the video and I seen some shit. Nigga just like, I just don't know what he's saying. Like, nigga, I put the lyrics on. Like, nigga, I put the lyrics.
The captions are on there.
That's
Like,
why
how do you not know?
You feel? That's why I made the song for niggas like that, man.
I also want to talk about the video too, because the video was fire. Nikki Boots was the person who directed it. Also did the Vice Grip music video.
Real hip hop.
Yeah, right. Real hip hop.
The song Where They At with Mike.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nikki. Nikki done did a bunch of shit for me. That's my brother.
Yeah. Like comparing Mumble Man and Vice Grip, you know, the two visuals, I see like a lot of similarities in the visuals of those two songs. Like, where do you find parallels and similarities between those two? Sonically, where you were when you made them, but also the visuals. Like, how do you compare the two? Venn diagram it for me.
As far as how I made both the songs, is honestly, I either make music at the crib or I go to like Tony shit. I'll go to a studio. I made Vice Grip at Tony shit and I made Mumble Man at the crib. So it's kind of two totally different processes, you could say. But Vice Grip was just more like, both of them was fun to record, but Vice Grip, I probably wrote like 8 bars of that shit and then punched in the rest. So that one was more like raw, just like in that mode type of shit. And then Mumble Man, I kind of sat at the crib, it was high. We got to sit with the song and like, you know. So, but the video, I mean, Nikki shot both of them, so you gonna see some similarities with certain angles or transitions or whatever the case may be. But also, a lot of the Vice Grip was kind of black and white. Mumble Man shit is like night vision, like black and white, you know. So it's gonna be some similar, it's obvious similarities. So yeah, I don't think sonically though the songs is too much alike for real.
But I like what you said, just like the two different like settings of making a song, how it affects like the overall process. I feel like that also comes across, like you said, Mumble Man, you're able to like sit with the song a little bit, chill. Tony is just like, you know, he got the energy, so it's just like you just capturing that. Hey,
This real
hey,
life, come on. Yeah.
How are you?
What's
How
his
are
What's
you?
his name? Ace.
Ace.
What's up, Ace? He on the Burberry?
Shout out Ace.
Y'all gotta keep that in the video.
Nah, that's going in the video. Talking about being with Tony, being in that mode, 2K24 tour, you kind of like turned it up a notch all of a sudden, you know, I don't know, you gave it a little extra kick to it. So like, tell me how you felt like when you were making that song.
That song was fun as hell to record. This nigga, the homie Taka, shout out to Taka, man. He was in the studio with us that night at Tony shit. We was all a bit faded. Tony was going through beats, and then he landed on that beat. And I was just like, what is this superhero ass, like, Marvel DC ass beat? Like, I think we was going a whole different direction. But Taka low-key helped us put that song together. He was like, cause I had said some shit like, I love it. I think I said that, and he was like, bruh, stick with that shit. Yeah. Then Mike we did the hook back and forth. Mike wrote his shit, laid it. My shit was straight punch. I ain't say nothing. Like, I ain't write nothing, I mean, like. And then Taka probably gave me, like, a good bar in my shit, too, to say, like nah, say this right here. Yeah. I just said that shit. Like, that song was fun as hell to make. By the end of that shit, we was all just dead. Like, nah, this is a banger. Like, it's a wonder.
No, facts. I mean, it feels like a banger. I didn't know that Taka, like, played such a huge role in that song.
Taka was slick, put that shit together. I hope my nigga name at the end on the little apple.
Right, we better see Taka name in the credits or it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, man.
But also speaking of Taka and just like you guys working together, obviously he DJs for Mike, but he also did a track off Demon Muppy too, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, he got one on this new one too, the outro.
Yeah, right. I was about to say, like, I heard a lot of similarities between the first track on Demon Muppy and the last track on the new one. Tell me about those two songs. Like, was it intentional in terms of like making it sound similar, or like is there like a meaning behind one being the first song, one being the last song? Talk to me about those two songs.
For real, both them beats was just in the same pack. That shit me, I ain't gonna lie. That's really why they sound similar, but I feel like that's me and Taka down there done forged the new sub genre with the shit we be making. So yeah, I As far as that one being the intro and then the outro, I thought of that on some like shit. If anybody bring it up, I'm gonna just run with it. Like, yeah, it's like some philosophical ass answer, but I don't need it. It just happened that way for real.
Nah, but you still can save it, bro. You still can make up a philosophical little story, bro.
Nah, it's too late. It's too late. I done gave out the game.
Nah, it's all good. What's it called? But that's crazy. They were in the same pack. Like, when did you get that pack the first time? Like, what was the scenery like?
I think I was at Taka crib, or Taka was playing beats at my crib or some shit. I heard them. I'm like, bruh, send me these. Really, the outro on the new one, the beat for that one, I wanted that one. Like, that was the one I was like, send me this shit.
Yeah.
But Taka ass sent me the Yaka Man first. And I was like, this shit hard. I'm still right to it. I wrote to it and it ended up coming out. But not that I ain't want that beat, because I love that beat. But I wanted the other one.
Yeah,
And that nigga Taka ain't sent me that shit for like 4 months. Like, he be having to get on Taka's ass a little bit. So that's why this shit ended up coming out around this time. Because the song for real like 2 years old down there. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. It's like kind of cool, getting able to have both, one on the EP, one on the full album. Like, even though it wasn't intentionally like that, the way things worked, it feels like very complete, very full circle.
Yeah, now I'm come more intentionally with it though. Every album we need Taka placement, man. We got the bag for you next time, Taka. This, we still working shit out, getting it from the ground up. Next time we got the bag for you, right?
Facts. Peace to Taka. And I love shouting out the producers. So I want to go through some more like people that you work with, because I just feel like your production, the way that you pick beats to like tell the story throughout an album, throughout a mixtape, and make it sound different, but also still found like unique to you, I think is like very special and like one of my things I appreciate most about your music. And I like that you make a lot of your own beats too. But I want to talk to you just like starting from the top of my head. Talk to me about redLEE, your relationship with him, the beats that you made. What's it called? Blissberg is like one of my favorite songs by you. Does he have any new songs on the new album? How do you guys work?
The only reason I laugh like that is because Red is my nigga, and he's such a 101 human being. Like, that nigga is the black British Larry David. I kid you not. I seen it with my own eyes. Like, but me and Red don't got nothing on this new one. I gotta get some new beats from Red, man. It's been a minute for real. It's been a minute. That's just my dog. That's my big homie. You feel me? So we might fuck around, just kick it when I'm in London. We not even do too much music shit. But shout out to Red, bro. One of the most talented producers I know. I happen to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Red. And so keeping it on the like London, UK side, I wanted to talk to you about Jadasea. Then also, he's not British, but Surf Gang Harrison, who did Halftones, then also did Curb, also has some beats on the new one, so Jadasea also has a verse on the new one. So talk to me about Jadasea first, but then also talk to me about Harrison and like how you guys work.
The song me and Jada got low key was supposed to be just him and LaRon shit for they working on a corner volume 2.
Oh, word.
But I was listening to the album one day on like what I had for the album. The order was playing out, and then after the last song out I had up until that point, the Poacher Guy shit played. And it fit perfect as hell. So I was like, I just called this nigga Jada straight up like, bro, let me get this song. I don't know what you trying to do with this song, but let me get it. He was like, yeah, bro, like, run it up. I'm like, he was like, yeah, for sure. We recorded that in London on some cool and shit. Like, that's one of my favorite verses on the album too of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jada went crazy too.
Yeah, I also think like Curb is low-key like a underrated song from you too. Was that like made in like the same kind of trip or different times?
Nah, Jada had sent me that prior to that trip. I had already recorded my verse, so we had the UK tour. We just shot the video on the UK tour.
Yeah.
But the song was already done. I recorded my shit in the States. He recorded at the crib.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also talk to me about Surf Gang Harrison, who did the beat.
Harrison, my dog, that nigga funny as hell. Harrison hair always just be all over the place. He be high as hell. But that nigga know how to make a motherfucking beat, boy. That's one of my favorite producers to work with, for real.
Yeah.
Shout out to Harrison. We was in London together, too. I think, like, a few of the ones, think he got like maybe 3, 4 on the album. Like 2 or 3 of them ones we did in London for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Harrison, like the sounds he work with naturally is just my sounds. Like I fuck with my dog Harrison. Great producer for real.
Facts. We love Surf Gang Harrison, love Surf Gang, all of Surf Gang, Evil Gianni, all of them. I want to talk to you about, your producer name, Xafterchurch. Well, I want to know how you came up with the name. You heard the name Xafterchurch, you're like, yeah, that's the producer name.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, cause I don't all the way remember. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm pretty sure the homie asked me one day, like, dog, if you fuck around and just put out an R&B album tomorrow, what you would name it? He's like, you gotta answer within 5 seconds. Xafterchurch. So first, I was just gonna run with it one day, use it as like a title for an album if I dropped the album or some shit. But then I was like, nah, low key, like, I'm finna just use this for my artist name.
Yeah.
Xafterchurch. I don't know what the fuck I was on. That was a raw, spare of the moment, raw thought. Within 5 seconds of a nigga asking me some crazy shit.
Yeah.
What would you name an R&B album? I don't make R&B, so you know what I'm saying.
When I make beats, it's
Xafterchurch. But then it was my rap name for a minute though. Like I think when I dropped Blood Diamond, if I'm not tripping, my name was Xafterchurch for real.
That's crazy, actually.
Yeah, but then
Runaway is fire. Like, I love that song.
yeah, they just took that shit down on streaming, man.
I can't lie, I just noticed that shit.
Yeah, it's not me, it's them folks, guys. Niggas keep asking me, why'd you take them? That shit made me a cool little $2 a month, man. I ain't take that shit down. That was them folks, man.
Come on, bro. That was the bacon, egg, and cheese for the month, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I forgot. What was the original question?
I was talking about Xafterchurch.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know, bro. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I was on.
Nah, I think it's hard, and I think it's fire, because, like, I remember, again, I saw the Instagram at first, and then I realized I put it together. It was a producer thing. And I was like, Xafterchurch. At first, I didn't even, like, respectfully, I didn't even remember Niontay. I was just like, damn, Xafterchurch. Like, I thought your name was Xafterchurch, too.
That tends to happen. Now, it was like at the beginning, like right before I changed my name, now I was like, yeah, it's like somebody had hit me up, like a manager or somebody else, like, had hit me up, was like, yeah, like, we fuck with bro music, but like, he should change his name. And that's not the reason I changed it, because I was already thinking about doing it, but that just put the nail in the coffin. Like, it's a bit too much.
Nah.
I alias it, you feel me?
What I wanted to know from you, if you can, like, kind of like another 5-second answer kind of question, just like first thing that pops into your head. Who is your, like, favorite fictional character, and what would that character's favorite Xafterchurch be? If you could think of one.
Give me a 5-second countdown for the 5-second answer.
All right. I'll give you a countdown. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck. Static Shock.
Oh,
Fuck
shit.
it. Static Shock.
Yeah.
We gonna go Static Shock.
What was Static Shock's favorite Xafterchurch beat be?
Back to reality. Yeah.
I could totally see that shit.
Bro definitely did perks. he was on the boot up for sure. I don't know, a little jig.
Nah.
So he might have liked that back to reality.
What do you think Static Shock's favorite moment from that album would be? Like, favorite moment from the new album?
He probably like Stunt Like My Baba. You can beat your feet to it, you know what I'm saying? Move around the crib.
Isn't that also a Nephew Hush beat too?
It is. And Sam Rubin, yeah, shout out to the guys.
Facts. I love that song. I think my favorite.
Oh, you heard it? I be forgetting niggas heard it. I be thinking y'all just interviewing me without.
Nah, I mean,
heard it? Okay.
I sensed it type shit.
For sure.
I sensed the album. And I sensed the Kusto song on the album. And if I could pick a moment, I feel like that would be like one of my favorite moments. But I also, like, when I first heard it, like, me and Annabelle were listening to it at the same time.
Y'all fuck with it?
Love it, bro. Love it.
Thank you, man.
But I love it when the beat drops on Have My Way, Mr. Have My Way. And that music video is super fire, too. So Ian Lopez did that one.
Ian.
Talk to me about that music video.
Yeah, Ian and Mike. Mike, like, helped me put that whole shit together. Ian shot it. We was in Kansas. We was on tour last year. I can't even really tell the whole. I could tell the whole story, but it's too much. But basically, it was a shorty at the show. She's like, "Yo, we should all go to the strip club in Kansas City." But we was like, "Nah, maybe not Kansas City." But she was like, "Fuck it." The homie who's also at the show got a little kitchen. Let's go get some good food. You know what I'm saying? He opened up the kitchen. I met bro. He was cool. I'm like, "Fuck it, let's pull up." We pull up, bro. Really chefing shit down, like going crazy. And we was all happened to be hungry as a motherfucker, so it just made sense.
Yeah.
We pull up. Me, Ian, and Mike, like, shit, let's just, and I had already told niggas, like, I'm trying to shoot like a few music videos on tour. It's like, fuck it, let's just shoot a music video, but on some one take shit. Like, let's just walk to the kitchen, walk through this motherfucker rap, whatever, one straight take.
Yeah.
Feel me? And that's what we did. Interesting night, because shit got a little sketchy after that. shout out to Kansas City, man. I love Kansas City.
No, facts. Yeah. We were in Florida with Mike this past weekend, and we asked him about that question, or we asked him about that music video too, and he was laughing about it.
Yeah, if you was there, you know how that shit ended.
That's a if you know answer, you know.
Yeah, it wasn't that crazy, but it was funny. My nigga Mark was like, "Yo, it takes time to go." Yeah. Let me say, I love Kansas City, Missouri. I love you guys.
I got one more question for you before I tap Annabelle in. When you dropped the track list with the Mumble Man video, the song that everyone was talking about, Triangle Offense. Yeah, you knew I was gonna ask about it, but like everyone on Twitter freaking out about it, everyone on Instagram freaking out about it. You had the socials going crazy just off the mentions. Do you want to shed some light on it, or you just want to let people listen to it, figure it out for themselves?
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Were you guys all together when you made it?
Nah, the way the song got put together is a bit stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It's two separate versions. I recorded it and Halle recorded his verse after, and Mavi did the same. It was never the way we recorded it. It wasn't like I recorded my verse, Halle recorded, then we sent it to Mavi. Yeah. They both got the song on two separate occasions. And then both of these niggas was taking their time. But I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, yeah, if niggas send it back, they gonna send it back. Halle hit me like, yo, I'm about to send that shit back. I forgot. Sent it back, walked that bitch down. I'm like, yeah, okay, we got one. At that point, I was just finna like drop it, just me and Halle. But then Mobby shit hit me out of like the blue, like, hey, like, the album done? Or, like, he was like, I think he was like, hey, you still using this song? Like, you still trying to do something with this song? It's like, shit, yeah, send me something. That nigga sent me something like 3 days. But it was just his verse. These niggas never heard each other's verse until I turned the album, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, fuck that. Y'all don't need to hear each other's verse. We just gonna put it out. Right. Hip hop, real hip hop. But
real hip hop reference.
Yeah, that shit came together in an odd way, though. It was kind of annoying because I think Mavi, the version I sent Mavi, a different BPM than the original that Halle hopped on, so he had to move Mavi for. It was an annoying ass song to mix and put together, but it's a good ass song though.
Yeah. I love that song. Shout out Sideshow. Shout out Mavi. You know, do they have like a reaction? Did they hear like the version yet with all of them on it?
Nah, yeah, they definitely both heard. I sent it to both of them niggas. Yeah. But me and Mavi both agreed. I think Halle got the best verse on that motherfucker. Halle vicious on that shit. But that was pretty much the only reaction. You know, just another day, another dollar type of thing.
Hey, for the love of the Mayan. For the love of the Mayan. All right, I'm about to tap in Annabelle. She got a couple questions to ask you, my dog. Pleasure.
Well, hey Tay, excited to be here with you today. Quincy was just talking about it, but we were at this festival in Florida with Mike this past weekend, and we did an interview with him. We were asking him about his perspective on your new album and just your growth in general. And one thing he really pointed out to us was he was like, out of everything, I'm like most proud of Niontay's growth on the production side. Like this album shows like a crazy level up in your production. What do you like credit the growth in your production to? Like what collaborations or lessons or like things you've been doing for yourself? Like what has really helped you take your production to the next level with this new project?
Shit, for real, being around niggas like Omari and Harrison and even Mike, like, bro, these niggas just be making the hardest shit. And there's no way I could just come half-ass, so I'm okay at rapping, that's cool, but let me try, like, really craft my own little shit on the production side, too, you feel me? Yeah. So really the homies just be putting a battery in my back, like, gee, I gotta go crazy. This nigga Mike produced down there all his shit, bro. That nigga like, and listen, like, we gotta start having the conversation about top 5 rapper producer.
It's about
You
that
feel me?
time.
Cause it's like, when do it come to the point where we stop playing with my nigga, man? Come on, man. But yeah, really the game be having me like keep producing hard. You feel me?
Definitely. It's so true. Like Mike is undoubtedly like I could like top 5, top 3, top two, not two. You know, like rapper producer. So it's really cool to see you follow that path of really like becoming an incredibly strong rapper and producer. And yeah, the production on the new project is crazy. Is there a production moment you're most proud of?
Thank you first, but
You're welcome.
low key, I made the beat for Mr. Have My Way and then the beat for G-Man Balaclava in like the same day. And that's when I knew I was making an album. And I'm like, okay, I just found new crank. And I love them beats, man. I think that's, for me, like, set the tone as far as me producing on the album and what I produced on the album, those 2 beats. And I made them shits literally like back to back, same day. Yeah, it's probably like my favorite moment producing wise for the album. And then the beats I made the beat with Harrison 3 summers in London. And that day was fried. Like, we had smoke 1,000 spliffs in the room, no window. It was windows, but they wasn't open. It was no ventilation. Like, it was one of them days. Damn, niggas down there fainted in that motherfucker. For real.
Is there like any part of your creativity that like really opens up when you've just smoked a shit ton of weed that lends itself to your music? Like what specific ideas have you come up with that you're most proud of when you were like high as shit on the verge of passing out?
That's crazy you asked that, because it's a song that's not even out. I made a slap with Tebe. And Harrison was in the studio, like Harrison produced it. I made the song. It's a long story, but I'm gonna keep it short. Basically, I ended up fainting in the yoke, like fainted, straight drop down to the ground, faint type shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But opening the door, I hit this nigga Harrison in the head. He wake up, he like, yo, you good? 5 minutes later, Harrison ended up fainting. So it was a studio demon. I transferred to Harrison when I knocked him on the head. Yeah, like as far as the fainting shit in the moment and getting high, that was one of the moments. But on the album, you gotta catch it, cause sometimes you might be in that mode, but then you hit the J one too many more times, and then that shit get too internal. You feel me? Now it's like, fuck.
Shit
So,
gets way too serious.
yeah, you
too
got
fast.
exactly. So it just depends. Sometimes getting too high is not the best thing. Like,
Yeah, you gotta like toe the line because also like having an epiphany when you're high is great. You're like, oh, I just accessed something, like I just opened a door, like that I never would have thought of. But at the same time, yeah, if you take it too far, you might pass out a little bit.
exactly. It also depends on the setting. Like, if you out at OT with the homies, y'all in the studio, like, get fried. But if you just at the crib, like, you just at the crib punching in, like, you don't need to be that vague, bro. Like, pace yourself.
Right. Especially, I know personally, if I smoke too much weed when I'm alone, it's like a lot weirder if I'm by myself and I can only go into my own mind versus like being with my friends who I can like interact with and can help keep me out of a weird place, you know?
I swear. And if I'm not in that mood, I'll fuck around, end up watching Celtics highlights, some shit, bro.
Is that like what grounds you or something?
I just be like, if I don't catch the rhythm of recording, I get tired of it, low key. Be like, I ain't even gonna finish this song, and somehow I'll end up watching Celtics versus Cavs, like NBA highlights. I don't. It just happens subconsciously. Like, that's why I record at the crib. You gotta really be on your own ass sometimes, especially when you just getting fried. Like, do your job, man.
Yeah, definitely. Have you implemented, like, as your career's grown, like, you're putting out, like, working on this new album, going on tour, doing shows. Tell me about the role of, like, discipline in your days. Like, what does a day in the life of Niontay look like right now, and how are you staying, like, on top of your game through the touring and making all the new music?
I be chilling for real, cause I ain't goddamn Drake or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I can still live a pretty normal life, but I don't work a job, so like, you gotta give yourself your own schedule with this music shit, especially if it's paying your bills and whatnot. That's what discipline come into play, cause while I'm trying to keep this shit fun, it's also like a job at this point, you know. So just trying to stay productive, make a loop, like, Also give myself grace. Like I might make a beat, I might write some shit, I might trying to do something on the music side every day. You feel me? And I ain't been smoking like that, so I got a bit too high this morning. Though I ain't gonna lie, but I be having a lot of time on my hands, man. Idle minds, the devil's playground. So you gotta stay on top of yourself for real.
Definitely. When you're doing something creative full time, you have to create that schedule for yourself. It is like really important to learn, like, yeah, when I have like alone time with nothing going on, how am I going to allocate that time? You know, it's a constant journey of getting better at it. I also wanted to talk a little bit more just about like 10K, all of y'all. I think like, especially for us watching the way that 10K operates so much off of the ideals of like community and really supporting your friends. It's been so cool to see what's come out of that. Things like how Young World has bloomed, the way that like I got put onto your music because I think it was like it must have been 2022 or maybe early 2023. I saw Mike bring you out at a show and you did Ain't Shit, and that was like the way I discovered you. And yeah, it's just been so cool seeing like all the support through 10K of like bringing up these fire artists and y'all really supporting each other. Tell me about what that community support has meant for you and just what operating off such strong friendship has done for you.
Can't even put it into words for real. Like I got to skip a lot of not steps, but I got to skip a lot of bullshit through the work that Mike has already put in, through the work that even Halle has already put in. It's certain shit I ain't have to do because Mike already did it and opened the door for us to come and just be on tour with this nigga. And the first show I'm doing is a sold out show with 1,000 people. You feel me? I got to skip a lot of small venue, this and that, like for my first show. So, man, I'm just grateful, bro, because at the end of the day, these my real homies. I just happen to be talented on my own accord. So they just like, I'm grateful for niggas helping me navigate my shit and like giving me confidence on my own shit, not trying to make me sound like this or that. Or maybe you should do that. Like we bounce a lot of our own ideas off each other and shit. It's really my close, like these my homies, like my family. We all just happen to make music. So I'm just proud of everybody. And I'm happy that I can make everybody proud on my own time, you feel me? So,
Yeah, definitely. Again, I feel like with this new album, this feels like a really huge moment for you. Like as major fans of Niontay, like we saw that like the announcement of this album, we got to hear it a little bit early, and we were just like over the moon about this step for you and what it's gonna bring you. So, and you definitely deserve like all the love coming your way. The music's just been so fantastic. And yeah, again, like at one point when like you were like just popping out, we were all discovering you. It was cool seeing like Mike put you on stage and in that position. Now as you're coming up and are really becoming like that guy and having this own huge platform of your own, are there any like rising artists, smaller artists that you're really into right now that you would want to shed light on?
hell yeah. First off, shout out to my little brother David with a one. The GOAT. One of the best motherfucking British rappers of all time, man. Shout out to Pretty V. V been doing this shit before me, for real. Shout out to Miles Ave. Shout out to my brother Sonny from round the way. Shout out to my brother TK Kid Turn King. And then these all my homies for real, like, so shit, just the homies, like. And these niggas coming with real pressure. It's just a matter of time. Niggas pay attention to the right shit, you know. I'm excited for everybody these next few years.
Yeah, definitely. And outside of the homies, just in general, I'd love to know what you've been listening to recently. Just like what's been your most replayed music that you've been enjoying?
Shout out to my nigga Juan Go too, my nigga Ant, man. What I been listening to? I low-key been in my R&B bag for real, escaping shit.
Okay.
Mary J. Blige, Tracy Chapman,
Yeah.
Sped Up Tracy Chapman.
Sped up Tracy Chapman.
Fast Car Fast.
Ooh.
Go crazy, I'm telling you. Well, yeah, I've been in my what y'all call it, my soft girl era. Yeah, I've been chilling though. I've been chilling on my R&B tip.
In your soft girl era. I love that. You think you'd ever pop out and make like a real serious R&B album?
I could. I made some shit last night for real on the R&B tip. I really could do it, but I don't. It gotta be serious. Like it gotta be serious, and I don't know if I could do that seriously. You feel me? So I don't know.
I feel like I could definitely see it. I could see you when you're like filming like the classic R&B music video, like on your knees crying in the rain. Like I feel like we need that arc from you one day.
Sex after church. I ain't got the name for no reason, man. It's coming one day. One day.
Xafterchurch greatest R&B hits coming soon. But Niontay, thank you so much for spending this time with us. Again, we're really stoked for the upcoming project, and we bump your music every single day. So we're just grateful for everything you're contributing, to the world of music. We appreciate you. Is there anything else you'd like the people to know about Niontay?
Go stream my album so we can keep buying Zaza for distribution. Cut that out. Cut that. But nah, shout out to that good shit. The love is appreciated. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for having me, for real.
Much love. Thank you.